Okay.
Hi, my name is Bruce Bundock, and I'm the preparator of the Francis Lehman Loeb Art Center of Vassar College. We're located in Poughkeepsie, New York. I've been asked to say a few words about how I became preparator, how I got into this field, and it sort of evolved from all the years I did commercial framing after graduating from college. I graduated from Maryland Institute College of Art in 1974. A year prior to that, I had an opportunity to study in a national park. It was a program called Artists for Environment Foundation. At that time, I had a chance to study frame making with a guy named Robert Kulick. And that was my first introduction to doing period piece replica frames under his tutelage. He would come in about twice a week, and we'd work well into the evening on building replicas of frames such as the 2nd century Greco-Roman frame and 15th century Florentine tabernacle. We were introduced to carving and also to water gilding. Anyway, to make a long story short, it gave me the idea of possibly going into the framing business to support myself while I did my painting on evenings and weekends. His advice was to use framing as a self-employment device. Work in a frame shop, learn as much as you can, then move on, work at another one, and so forth, until you've accumulated enough experience so that you could set off on your own. I worked in Baltimore after graduation for a commercial framing company, and then I moved back up to Connecticut, where I'm originally from, and I worked with a framing business there. And then I moved again to New York State, where I worked in a number of places and also had my own frame shop with my wife. I worked for 10 years at a commercial gallery across the street from Vassar College. And from time to time, a gentleman would come in named John Miller, who was the preparator at what was then the Vassar College Art Gallery. And he would come in and he would ask, he would order up some frames from us. And we got to be friends. And as time went on, he approached me to see if I'd be interested in being involved in a grant-funded project at Vassar College. The Lehman Loeb Art Center was under construction, and they wanted to find somebody who could do a lot of matting for their paper art collection. My tenure at the commercial gallery was coming to a close, and this was a grant-funded project, and so it was a paid position, and it was for 19 months, and I agreed. And so I worked with Vassar there in the capacity of kind of a freelancer, but also as assistant preparator to John. There were some other projects he would need help on, and then I would work with him on that. At the end of 19 months, the Art Center opened, and I went back to doing freelance framing at our shop. And then John approached me once more, saying that he was leaving Vassar College, and would I be interested in taking over his position. Now, this was in 1994. I accepted, and I've been there ever since.
Is that good?
Yeah.